Hey guys, Pokemon here. In today's video, we are going over all of our shinies from the last season in Pokemon Go. And now, in this season, we had a lot go down. We had multiple Go Fest events. We attended 2 of the in-person events, and we also moved to Florida. Just an insane season, but let's go over everything we got swiftly, because you can see we got 1,274 shinies, but with transfers, it's probably closer to about 1,400, which is absolutely insane. But let's go over everything we got because it's an absolutely insane haul with so many Shundos as well. So let's go over everything. We start off with a Drifloon. That was the first shiny of the season. You can see right there on June 1st. And now the new season ends when you're watching this. Tomorrow is the brand new season, and I can't wait. Galar is here. Shiny Wooloo, Shiny Squirtle, so much going down, but let's continue with this because you can see we started the season with a bang. We got ourselves a tiny shiny on day 1 of the season. You can see that we absolutely popped off. I believe we did a huge stream for day 1 of the season, and we absolutely went insane. Just so many shinies, and we also got ourselves another XXL shiny, or sorry, an XXL and an XXS shiny 2 days into the season. Yeah, 2 days into the season, we got a huge shiny Pampor, which was absolutely amazing. Then we got ourselves our Shiny Shadow Raikou, which was really fun. Got some Glygars, got a Coughing, a 96 Shiny Turtonator, which you love to see. We're going to see something pretty crazy later on. But you can see more shinies just littered in throughout there, which you just absolutely love to see. Shinies galore, just absolutely everywhere. But you swiftly move on to the Slackoth event, which I absolutely loved. We had the shiny debuts of Kamala and Slackoth, which, you know, both were awesome and do love those 2 shinies. And then Goomy Calm Day rolled around, and I can't lie to you guys, Goomy Calm Day was a lot of fun, but the highlight of the day was this XXL shiny. And this guy right here is Zach Morrison. Shout out to Zach in chat. But it's the Shundo Goomy, which was just absolutely amazing. Definitely an amazing find and something that I was just so happy to see. It's my favorite pseudo legendary as Goomy, and so I left it as Goomy. And it's level 50. Best buddied. We had to do it, right? It's absolutely amazing. But we got so many shiny Goomies actually breaking a Calm Day record in the midst of it. We had 79 shinies on the day, even a Ghastly in there randomly, which you just absolutely love to see. We swiftly move on. We got more Komalas. We got an Oricorio. Got ourselves a couple other spawns like Hisui and Growlithe. We got another Sawdude Slackoth. And I believe we have one more after that. No, okay, sorry. I think the other one's down. Oh, no. We have 2 Vigoroths. I don't know why that is. I'm going to be honest. But we swiftly move on because we got ourselves more shinies. And we officially have the trip to Spain here, where we got ourselves a Pseudo Wudo. And then, boom, Madrid Go Fest goes off. And we got ourselves so many shinies, including an Orange Flabebe, what's it called? Crabrawler. I almost said Crabominable, but I know it's Crabominable, but I meant Crabrawler. Our first one at the time. Then we got the Umbreon, which we did fail one of those, which was really painful. With shiny fails, honestly, this is probably up to 1,300 alone because I failed so many shinies. It was a lot of pain. But we swiftly move on to Crabrawler or Corios. We got ourselves a PvP Lantern. We got Necrozma, which you love to see. Lapras with the bow, level 1. Even some more Eevees, Solroks, Panchams, Furfros. Huge shiny Espeon, one of my favorite shinies in my account, which is absolutely amazing. A Pheromosa and background Nihilego, which you just love to see. But we swiftly move on through the rest of the shinies because we got so many over in Madrid, over 150, some level 1 shinies, you got some shiny Necrozmas, you got unknown question mark, which was absolutely amazing. We got just so many shinies in there, and the big surprise, the Shundo Lilligant, which just is absolutely amazing. Still can't believe I have this thing as well. It was 2 Shundos, as you can see right there, in a span of 6 days. Yes, it went from the 9th of June to the 15th of June. 2 Shundos. It was absolutely insane. This was caught live at GoFest. It was just absolutely just a random moment that just decided to be the moment of the event, which you just love to see. But we swiftly move on to more shinies, and we'll go over the hundos in this video as well. So we'll get to that and the shundos, of course, but we've already seen 2 of them. Which is absolutely amazing. But we swiftly move on to more Necrozmas, Pheromosas. You got just so much going on, I believe. One of our Pheromosas here should be background as well, which is absolutely awesome. We got Esper, Pancham, another Nihilego with the background. We'd be lucky trading this one with the boy Clean One. But we got ourselves a Necrozma, Lapras yet again, Dupitas all over the place. We got boom, this one is a big one for me. Esper line, done and dusted, as this is a pretty difficult line to complete. Was very happy to do that, and here's the background for Airmo. So I actually got 2 of these, but traded one with Saint, and you'll see it later on, or maybe we already passed it. We had a background Necrozma trade for it. We had a level 1 there, and there's Saint right there, boom. The background Necrozma, which you just love to see. That background looks absolutely amazing. We got ourselves so many shinies, and then we got a lot of Feebas on our way out, and even a Mr. Mime on the final full day in Madrid. But we swiftly move on to more shinies. We got a Yveltal, we got Turtonator, and Cyndaquil Comday. But the highlight of Cyndaquil Comday wasn't Cyndaquil. It was this guy right here. We got a Shundo yet again. Yes, 3 weeks in a row, we managed to pick up a Shundo, which was absolutely insane. Shundo Turtonator into the collection, and it just, I mean, it's so awesome. I love Turtonator as a Pokemon, so to pick this one up was very, very stoked. And it's our 3rd Shundo, as you can see already in this video. We went crazy this season. It was the best season of my life for sure. Not even close. Another season's not even gotten close. But then we got ourselves a Raikou, a Trico. Just so much going on. We got shinies left, right, and center. And shiny Larvesta in his debut event finally. But it didn't happen in his debut event. It was actually the day after in a normal non-event 10K. I got really, really lucky, and it's still my only shiny Larvesta at this point. We got a level 1 Ghastly in there. We got ourselves our first ever shiny Clauncher, which I was so stoked about. We got ourselves a level 1 Sawdud, and we got ourselves some Grimers. Now, I actually got 4 party hat Grimers, but I did trade 2 of them away to friends that still needed them really, really bad. So I wanted to give them away because, you know, there's no point in hogging all of them. You know, I catch them to help some with my friends as well. We got ourselves some Pikachus, both genders, which was absolutely amazing. Was super stoked to pick that up. We got the Bulbasaur, the Eevees, the Meltans. Got just so much going on. We got a Rayquaza in there during the Elite Raid Day. Got ourselves Chansey absolutely everywhere, because when is it not? But then you swiftly move on to a Dupita. And then this gets us actually pretty close to Go Fest New York, and we're going to get up there in a little bit, but first we got to look at the Spotlight Hour of Pikachu, which you love to see, and 3 Meltans in a row. Yes, these 3 Meltans here were actually caught back to back to back on the Meltan box, the only time I've ever done that. But then we move over to the event, and you can see right here, Unknown D is how we started. We got the D in New York to start. Yeah, but the Wiglet said it. I didn't say nothing about it. But we move on swiftly. We got ourselves a Umbreon into a Rufflet into another Umbreon. Yes, we started with 2 Umbreons and an Unknown in the first 4 shinies. It's one way to start an event. But then we got Pancham or Corio, more Umbreon. Just an absolutely insane haul. And then we finally got ourselves our first shiny Ducklet, which I was very, very stoked about. The brand new shiny at the time. And we continued on into just even more shinies, including the Espeon, the Archon, the Pikachu with the Sun Crown, and Buzzwole, yes, with the background, which you just absolutely love to see. I love that New York background so much, and I made sure to not catch any shinies or well, if it was a hundo, I was going to catch it, but make sure to not catch any shinies so I could guarantee the backgrounds. I think we had a Necrozma that, I think that was the lucky trade we did with OP, so we'll run into more Necrozmas later on, but we got a Lapras, we got ourselves Jellicent, just more shinies, Amoras absolutely everywhere. You can see a lot of Tyrants and Amoras already in this season because, oh my gosh, we got so many. But you can see Question Mark Unknown, one of the very big highlights. Oh, that was actually on stream as well, which was absolutely amazing. But you can see even more shinies, including Kartana with the background, even though it was absolutely horrendous IVs. But you can see more Necrozmas, this one specifically with the background, stuff you love to see. That would probably be a lucky trade in the future. We got ourselves a Buzzwole. We got ourselves an Unknown. Why? Because we love that. Because why not? So then we got ourselves a lucky trade that we did with Opie. And it didn't go through, I mean, actually did go pretty well. Why am I saying it didn't go well? It's a 93%, Tony. What are you talking about? But we swiftly move on. We got more Ducklets. We got ourselves Dratinis, Unknowns. And then we got ourselves another background Buzzwole, which you just love to see. Getting more shiny backgrounds. I love shiny backgrounds, and I can't wait for this next season to hunt new backgrounds. 3 of them, actually, because we're going to Miami next weekend when you're watching this video, because apparently, well, not apparently, it's confirmed, the Marlins game has some special location cards. So we're going to be going there and seeing how that works. But we're also going to be going to Jakarta and to South Korea. So we'll hopefully be getting some more backgrounds there as well on Skidoo and Pikachu and Eevee and all that kind of stuff. So let's move on, though, swiftly through the rest of this season. Because, you know, we got to go through the rest of the stuff here before we're talking about next season, which is going to be absolutely a blast. But we move on to Furfro. We got ourselves our 6,000 shiny Pokemon Go. And now we're getting closer and closer to 7,000 all-time shinies, which is absolutely amazing. But then we got ourselves Ducklets. We got ourselves Golets. We got another Espeon. We got the Sawdud Slackoth, which you love to see. I believe I traded for this one because, you know, I will never complain with those trades. But we swiftly move on to more. We got ourselves an XXL shiny Buzzwole. Yes, you heard that right. XXL, one of my favorite shiny, well, not one of my favorite shiny Ultra Beasts. My favorite shiny Ultra Beast and my favorite Ultra Beast. I got an XXL shiny. I was super stoked with that one, but we swiftly move on to more shinies because we got ourselves Lapras, more Necrozmas, which a lot of those are going to be held on for lucky trades because I know a lot of friends that still want them. We got another Buzzwole. We did so many of those raids, got so many shinies, but no hundos because I really wanted a hundo Buzzwole. It did not happen. We swiftly move on to even more shinies. You can see Ducklets. Actually, during New York, we picked up over 250 shinies. It was absolutely insane. We kept going, got more shinies here. We got more Necrozmas. We got more Buzzwoles. Tried to get the Guzzlords. Actually, this last Buzzwole here was my last shiny of GoFest New York, which was just an amazing time. You can see how many shinies we got there. It was just almost like an endless amount, which is absolutely amazing. But then started the week of prep for Global GoFest. And in my, I was going to say my first batch of eggs, second batch of eggs, my first egg of the second batch, got me this. My 10th egg of the event got me a shiny Jangmo. Now, a little bit of a spoiler warning. I actually don't get another shiny Jangmo at all during GoFest. It was a lot of pain, but I traded for one in a lucky trade, and you'll see that one in a little bit. But we also got ourselves Guzzlords out the wazoo. Yes, 4 Guzzlords all caught during the raid hour, and one of them from the research. I powered up specifically this one, I believe, for Great League because I wanted to try it out because it was in the range. And it was actually kind of good, I can't lie to you guys. But we move on to more Nihilegos, got ourselves a Horsey, a Crabrawler from an egg, and you're going to see also this Corsola from an egg, which was pretty cool. But you're going to see very swiftly some hundos in this season that were absolutely amazing. But we swiftly move on to the Marowaks, which we got 2 of those on the brand new Dawn Wings Incense, which is absolutely amazing. Then we got ourselves a Kartanas, which was cool. Then we got ourselves an Emolga from an egg. We got ourselves, which was my first one at the time. Got ourselves a Goomy from a trade, because why not? We love trades, right? We absolutely love trades. But also got ourselves a tiny shiny Alola. Yes, I say that name funny because it's a funny name, okay? But we swiftly move on to more Buzzwole. We got ourselves a Xurkitree. We got ourselves another Xurkitree, this one being a functional Shundo. Now, we did lucky trade the other Xurkitree, so it might be a little bit later on in here. We lucky traded the background Xurkitree, which, you know, went pretty well. You'll see a little bit later. But we move on swiftly. We got ourselves a Hoppip. We got ourselves a Yungoos, Hoothoot, Espeon, which was absolutely amazing. And this is GoFest Global, by the way, that we're going through here. You got the Green Gummy Bear. You got Mudkip. You got just so much going on. You got Necrozma with the background. Yes, we are definitely going to have to lucky trade this at least once to see if we can get the Shundo with the background, because the dual background Shundo, I would cry for. Maybe. But we swiftly move on because we did cry for a failed shiny Corsola, which was really pain. And we even got ourselves 4 shiny Sneasel here and a Lunatown in a row, which was really weird. But then we move on to day 2 of Global, and it was absolutely amazing. Started off with a bang, 2 shiny Necrozmas, and quickly went into the event and got so many shinies, including a Rockruff that was female and was not dust form, unfortunately. But we swiftly move on to all of the Emolgas. It turned into an Emolga party on day 2, but no complaints from me. I also almost got a Shundo Pikachu. It was that close. 1 IB point off. It was that close. But we got ourselves a Corsola right next to the one that we failed. It was really painful. But we also got ourselves a functional Shundo of Necrozma, which was just absolutely amazing. I fused my Shundo Duskmane in with, well, actually, I don't know, where did this Shundo go? I think because maybe it was kind of just trade, but I fused the Shundo Duskmane with, you know, with Solgaleo, so it became Duskmane. So I had to fuse the functional Shundo with the Lunala to get the Dawn Wings, but we swiftly move on to a bunch of Onix. Why does Onyx love me so much? I don't know. It's always a thing that happens. But we got ourselves Lickitung, Clefairy, and 3 Binacles, which was just absolutely amazing. Dude, you love Binacle, the Christmas Barnacle Boy, popping up in the middle of July. No complaints with me. But this was actually right before we moved down to Florida. But first, we got ourselves an awesome event and 2 shiny Tauros. I believe they were caught on the same day. Yeah, they were caught on the same day. 2 shiny Tauros on the final days in New Jersey and up north, which was just absolutely amazing before the official move. So they gave me a good send-off. And in the airport on the way down, there was a lot of issues, actually. We were stuck in the airport of 5 hours of delays because of the issues that happened, I believe, with, was it Windows, I want to say, where it was just like completely crashed. So we got stuck in the airport, but we did get this tiny shiny in the midst of being stuck in the airport. So that was absolutely amazing. We also got ourselves a Galarian Zigzagoon, a Alolan Vulpix, and a few others, which was really, really cool. And we swiftly move on to so many shinies, which you love to see, and Dynamo Comday, which we absolutely popped off. Got a lot of level 1 shinies. Even got ourselves just a total of like 50 shinies. We did transfer some at this point, but then we also got a shiny Corsola and shiny Chingling, not even 5 minutes, 3 minutes within each other, which was absolutely amazing. This was the bang into moving into Florida and immediately getting some insane stuff. But then we officially go up and we got ourselves some trades and all that, and then we officially moved up to Orlando. And our first shiny in Orlando was this Galarian Stunfisk right here, which was just a really fun find, but it was our official move in Orlando and our first one here, which was really, really cool. And we also got ourselves a shiny Togedemaru on day 2 living in Florida, which was amazing. It was the debut event at the time, so I was very, very happy about that. It wasn't even a raid where it was boosted odds. It was straight in the wild, which was really, really cool. But we swiftly moved on to get a Skarmory, some Stunfisk, some Pinecos. We got a lot of Lucarios during raid day, even a Bronzor in the middle of there. Of course, Bronzor's going to pop up. It always does. When doesn't it? But we move on to some Chanseys, got a Ponyard, got ourselves just so many shinies in that event. There were so many boosted shinies in that event, and it absolutely loved me. But then we got ourselves a level 1 Bronzor, some Scytha. We got ourselves some Paris, which actually becomes a theme. You'll see here. We actually got a wild shiny Sceptile as well, which was really, really cool. Do love finding that. But you got a couple Paris. We got ourselves a Poliwag. We got ourselves a Tyrant. And then starts Adventure Week, which unfortunately this year was a little bit disappointing compared to like the last couple of years of Adventure Week, but I still had a lot of fun with it as we got ourselves this 96 shiny Rayquaza and just so many other fun shinies, including Aerodactyl. We got ourselves a little Rattata. We got ourselves a Flabebe, which was level 1. We also got ourselves more Rayquazas in there, which are going to be Lucky Trade fodder. And then you can see right here the background of Xurkitree Lucky Trade. It did all right. I got a 15 attack one. Can't complain too much with that, but we got ourselves Cranidos, which you do love to see, and we got ourselves even more shinies post that, because then starts the big portion of this event, the shiny shadow hunting portion of this event, which didn't do too well, but we'll talk about that because it gets better beyond that. But we did do a trade and went lucky, and we got this lucky shiny tiny Buzzwole, which is just absolutely amazing. But we swiftly move on to some shiny shadows. We got a shiny shadow Anorith and shiny shadow Omnite on day 1 of that event. But then we didn't get ourselves any shiny shadows that event following that until the Lugias, which the Lugias were in the raids, and we absolutely popped off doing over, I think, 150 raids between the 2 days. You can see right here, shiny shadow Lugia, a tiny shiny shadow Lugia, and I forgot to show you this one. It was Floor IVs. Literally the lowest that you can get. It was absolutely pain, but it's okay. We move on swiftly to the tiny shiny for happiness, and we got ourselves a Dunsparce in there, traded for a Clauncher, got ourselves just so many shinies littered throughout there, and then the Leaf Spotlight Hour came around, and we got 2 shinies in there, including a shiny Togepi as well, to make it 3 shinies in the Spotlight Hour, which you'll love to see. Got ourselves another Paris, some Thundurus, got ourselves some Glygars, and then comes the World Championship event, and I absolutely love this event and went ham with it. We got ourselves that Pikachu on the first day and the Mienfoo, and then we got ourselves even more because we got a second Mienfoo, which you love to see. I just ran into the Master Ball. It's about to fall. If I could hold it. Okay, it's going to fall. So is the Rayquaza. Okay, we swiftly move on. I'll pick that up after. Oopsies. But we got ourselves more Pikachu. You can see right there. We hit 80K on YouTube, which is thank you guys so much for hitting that subscribe button. Absolute legends, each and every one of you guys. But we swiftly move on to the big highlights of this event because we got ourselves more Mienfoos, some Flabebe trades, but we also got ourselves a Shundo. Yes, a purified Shundo, but still a Shundo with the Magnezone, which you love to see. And it just gets even better when you go through the Beldums here and see this guy right here, another Shundo, back-to-back days. It was absolutely insane. Calm Day and a purified Shundo back-to-back days. I was living the life, I can't lie to you guys. But we got ourselves 2 Shundos 2 days and swiftly moved on through Beldum Calm Day. Got 48 shinies, I believe, and went ahead and got more Lickitungs. You can see 5 Lickitungs in the next 2 days following that. It was pretty painful to see, but it was still a lot of fun. Got ourselves another Mienfoo, which you love to see, and we wrapped up that event. And you can see, I told you guys about this Lucky trade, and we haven't maxed it out or anything, but we got a Goku Bad Shiny Lucky Jangmo-O, which we evolved all the way to Komo-O because I had to. It looks absolutely amazing. Love this shiny. Yeah, it looks great. But then we also got ourselves a shiny Ditto surprise, which you just love to see. A random shiny Ditto caught absolutely out of nowhere, so I was very stoked about that one. Then we got ourselves a shiny Shadow Leap, which I was so happy to see. This was with this most recent event where we unlocked all the features, especially that Team Rocket feature, And I could not get shiny shadows when the leaders were here for the first time, and I definitely popped out for this event and took advantage. We got 1 shiny shadow leaf, 2 shiny shadow leaps, and 3 shiny shadow leaps. I actually took out, I think, over 350 grunts as well before we got the unlock for the next part, but we got ourselves a shiny Xerneas in there, Pancham, some other stuff, and finally, shiny shadow Carbon. After so long hunting this thing, I finally got one, and it was actually pretty good as well. We did a trade for an XXL shiny. We got a Goomy 93 from a trade as well, just swapping Goomies. So it was from earlier on in the season, but it just pops up here because it was traded on that day. But we got ourselves Clamperls, we got ourselves a Ponyard, a random dancing Darumaka, which you love to see. Also got ourselves the background shiny Elegant, which is just absolutely amazing. A lot of really rare shinies in this season. I'd probably say, honestly, 5 of my top 10 rarest shinies of all time might even be in this season, which is absolutely amazing. Then we got ourselves more shinies. We got Beldum trades. We got Xerneas absolutely everywhere. Then we had ourselves an awesome run on pretty rare shinies recently. We've had ourselves Phanpy, Corphish, and you'll see later on even more shinies. But we got Popplios everywhere. We got ourselves a Hundo shiny Popplio, which you love to see. Only have had 2 shiny Hundos in my entire Pokemon Go account, and we managed to do that. We also got ourselves not 1, but 2 tiny shinies, which is just absolutely amazing. We also got ourselves an XXL shiny in a trade and win 93. Stuff you love to see. We win lucky as well. Wasn't even a planned lucky trade, but you can see we move on swiftly through, got ourselves a bunch of stuff, and got ourselves a shiny 98 Xerneas. I actually did a lucky trade for Xerneas in this season as well, which was the same exact IVs, just lucky. We maxed that one out to level 50. You can see right here another pretty rare shiny with Remoraid. It's just, I mean, really, we've been popping out for the random rare shinies recently. Stuff you love to see, but that is this entire season when it comes to shinies. Over 1,200 shinies in just 92 days. If you want to do the math on that, you can to see how many shinies that is per day. But let's go right here, age 0 to 92 and hundo 92. Sorry, we had 118 hundos, a lot of hundos during the season. You can see some purified ones in there. We have hundo Sandal, 3 during the calm day, and we're going to go, I guess, in reverse order. You can see the shundos going absolutely crazy. We're going to go through all those as well. We got the hundo costume Pikachu, one of my favorite hundos this season. That is no doubt. I absolutely adore that thing. We got more Sandals. We got the Shadow Hundo Archeops, which was just absolutely amazing. Day of debut for Shadow Archon, and I got the Hundo. I still can't even believe it, but we got ourselves more in there. We got a Purified Lugia that's now level 50, a Purified right there. We got an Aerodactyl. Got ourselves a Drober, which is now an Extra Drill. We got Togedemaru. We actually had a couple of those. You see it. You can see so many of them. It was absolutely crazy. We also got ourselves an XXL Hundo, and my good friend Reese actually got himself an XXL Shundo during the same time, like on the same encounter. Shout out to him, man. Absolutely popped off. We got so many Tynamo Hundos on that calm day. Got ourselves a Carbink randomly from PvP, I believe this was. Yeah, from PvP. Stuff you love to see. We got ourselves a Hundo Pikachu. That's during the Go Fest season. Just got so many Hundos in there. And got this Hundo background Nihilego, which was absolutely amazing. And this Hundo Necrozma, which was actually back-to-back with the functional Shundo circuitry that we caught earlier. But then we swiftly move on. You can see another Shundo. This one coming from a lucky trade in New York. Absolutely crazy with the Shundos. You can see the Pikachu with the costume, more Shundos. We'll go over those again in a little bit, but even more Hundos, Komalas. We got Gudras, we got Goomies, just so much all over the place. And now it's time to see what you guys were here for. The Shundos. Absolutely amazing. 6 Shundos in the last 92 days. Before that, I only had 5 Shundos in the rest of my account's history. It was absolutely insane this past season. We went ham, caught so many shinies, played so much. We've been streaming for like an average of 4 hours a day this season. So like, you know, we've been putting in the work, and it's definitely paid off with the Shundos, with the Hundos, with the shinies. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying, because you guys should definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But you can see the 6 Shundos. We got ourselves the Goomy. We got ourselves the Petalil, which is now a Lilligant. We got ourselves the Turtonator from a research task. We got this from a lucky trade with the boy John. Shout out to John. And then we got ourselves the Purified Shundo and the Shundo Metagross. Just an absolutely insane season. Definitely just a blessing to be able to get all this amazing stuff. So shout out to you guys that made this even possible, because you guys have been supporting the channel so much recently. And a big shout out to you guys for hopefully enjoying the content all along the journey, and all this stuff on the way. Yes, we got so much on the way with the travel vlogs, just so much going on. I cannot wait for this next season. So let's see if we can somehow top this season, which is going to be really hard to, because Go Fest, we went to 3 Go Fests, like over 1,000 shinies in 90 days is absolutely insane. So yeah, I'll put up the number probably right here just to say how many shinies was average per day, but definitely went insane. We even averaged over a hundo a day. I mean, those Go Fest days really helped in the calm days, but you know, it still counts, over a hundo a day. Stuff you absolutely love to see. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all you can, because I'd appreciate it. We're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year, and all the plushies say to subscribe, so do it. I'll see you guys next video. Oh, peace.